I brought home Dugan on Saturday evening to evaluate him for people and dog reactivity. He did lunge and growl at someone who was probably 50 feet away walking towards us, which I corrected, and that was the last time that he has done that. He did see Tasha and Marlo in the house while on a leash with me traveling through. I took him for a short walk that evening and basically dumped him in an X pen where he could see all of us but was in the next room. So day one, I was planning on evaluating and teaching him how to not be dog reactive. So he saw Marlo out in the yard while on leash with me in my walled off vegetable garden and was great, and I was able to then let him meet Marlo when he was off leash, and he was great again. He also saw a neighbor dog and had no reactivity whatsoever. He saw Tasha when she was out doing her business and had zero reactivity. He always seemed much more interested in me.
Leave it. Good boy.
I took him on his first pack walk with Tasha and Marlo, and he was pretty fantastic, and I just had to work with him with not bum rushing, which was obviously what he would like to have been doing. He was a little bit excited, but easily redirectable. As you can see, he's on a long line, and
good boy.
When I asked him to come, he did.
Good boy.
He's very focused on his person, which is already me after one evening of basically ignoring him and teaching him that humans are actually quite boring. But he did really, really well.
He likes to chase. The more he can explore and sniff, the better. What is it, boy? Good job. Good check-in.
He's in the middle. My boy's right here.
Oh, Tasha likes to hide in there. Sorry, boy, you can't go in there. Come on, boy. You can't go in there. I'm super sorry. Let's go. Let's go. Good boy. Good boy. Good check-in. Come on, let's go.
That afternoon, I took him back to KCPP, where we continued to learn that people are very boring, and I just had him in the office while Sadie and Pam were chatting. I went to look for Nash's owner, and this was a really great test, so I was talking to a neighbor. So the neighbor, once he found out that I was working with Dugan, decided to come over and stick his hand in the car, and Dugan was 100% fine, never made a peep at the guy. And then the gentleman decided to let all of his little rowdy bunch of dogs out, and he had told me that they were going to charge the fence, so it was a bit of a setup. So I asked Dugan to be quiet, and I stood there making eye contact with him, and as you can see, he was a little angel.
Good boy.
Obviously, when the gentleman had stuck his hand in the car to give Dugan pets, I wasn't expecting it. Anyway, day 2 was going to be more of a day focused on training how to be appropriate while around humans. We started off our day with our regular pack walk, and as you can see, he was a fantastic little puppy. He's really connected. He listens really well. He was giving appropriate space to both of my dogs. Then we went and ran some errands, and he stayed in the car with Mike while I went to 3 different busy places where he could see people walking by the car, walking up and down the street, and then we ended at the Whole Foods parking lot, parked right in front of the door, and he barked at one couple and was corrected, told to be quiet by Mike, and he immediately stopped and then didn't make another peep, which was absolutely fantastic. Later on that afternoon, we went to, what's it called? Oh, Sutherland's, where I walked him around the entire perimeter of the store and up and down some aisles. It wasn't very busy, but he definitely saw people walking by and workers carrying stuff past him. And then we had to, of course, walk through everyone in line, and he never made a peep. He stayed right next to me very easily, and he was interested in sniffing things and not bothered by all the loud noises or anything. So that evening, we went to River Market, his big test, and we got some coffee and we sat outside, and he was an angel. We sat at a busy intersection where the trolley lets everybody off, and he saw skateboards, people walking by, dogs walking by, all kinds of commotion, and he was an absolute angel. He started to bark at one man, and he was corrected and stopped and didn't do it again. So day 3 was sort of just a mix. We decided to take him for a walk by himself so he could really get some energy out, and it was really hot, and my dogs don't want to be running around as much as a 6-month-old puppy. So we took him to the water, and I taught him how to swim, and he had a great time. He is so responsive and easy to walk, really fun. Then when we were walking back to the car, there were some people in the parking lot. So as you can see here, he just sat down and waited. He didn't bark. He was watching them. But as soon as I came close to him, he was back to happy puppy. Come on. In you go. Good boy. Wait. Good boy.